I am on a crusade. I hope you will join me. I am on a crusade against TikTok. Now, this goes beyond the normal. By the way, I guess I'm getting kind of old. It's part of it too. Oh, so you're just an old fogey. You don't understand. This also goes beyond the, social media is bad for you. It's bad for individuals. It's bad for society. Yeah, I get all that. This is next level, my crusade against TikTok. So here's TikTok. TikTok is run by this group, this company ByteDance, B-Y-T-E, ByteDance. They control the algorithm that is controlling your child's thoughts and therefore soul. So here's how it works. You sign up for TikTok, and they don't know anything about you at that point. So the app starts giving you curated and the most popular videos. Then it tracks, the algorithm tracks how much time you spend watching each of the video as you scroll through. And where you spend more time, the algorithm starts learning about who you are, and it sends you down different, more extreme rabbit holes. So Wall Street Journal, they did an experiment. They made hundreds of fake accounts. They gave each account interests, right? So here's the first fake account. This person's interest is botany. They gave a second account. This person's interest is skateboarding. This person's, right? But they didn't tell the app what their interests were. All the different fake bots did was spend a little bit more time watching any video that matched their content. And they wanted to see how long it would take before the algorithm knew what this bot, this fake person, was actually interested in. Right? This is a data scientist who used to work for YouTube, who made YouTube's algorithm. And here he is saying that TikTok's is different and worse. Here.
The algorithm on TikTok can get much more powerful, and it can be able to learn your vulnerabilities much faster.
In fact, TikTok fully learned many of our account's interests in less than 2 hours. Some it figured out in less than 40 minutes.
On YouTube, more than 70% of the views come from the recommendation engine. So it's already huge, but on TikTok, it's even worse. It's probably like 95% of the content that is seen that comes from the recommendation engine.
Okay. Check out this visual that Wall Street Journal made. This is the algorithm universe here. So all the dots in the middle are all the more universal content, right? More of the things that everyone watches in the beginning. But you see those little tentacle arms shooting off? Those are rabbit holes. Right? That's where the algorithms send you down to pretty dark places. Keep in mind, China, Beijing, is in charge of where it sends you. And there's also a difference between where they want to send you now versus where they want to send you at any other time in the future, maybe when we're at a more heightened state of war. So one of those arms is literally depression, right? So at first when you sign up for the app, it sends you a bunch of videos. Some of them are depression-related videos, right? And you watch a little bit of that one. And then they'll send you some more, and then they'll send you another depression video, and then another one, another one, another one. And after it said 40 minutes of you scrolling through content, only 40 minutes, 93% of the videos they send you are depression-related content, driving you further and further into depression. They call it rabbit holing. One more clip.
What we see on TikTok is a bit the same that what we saw on YouTube. So basically, the algorithm is detecting that this depressing content is useful to create engagement and pushes depressing content. So the algorithm is pushing people towards more and more extreme content, so it can push them toward more and more watch time.
TikTok also says it allows you to see less of something by selecting the not interested button. But Chaslo says that's not enough.
The algorithm is able to find the piece of content that you're vulnerable to, that will make you click, that will make you watch. But it doesn't mean you really like it, and that's the content that you enjoy the most. It's just the content that's the most likely to make you stay on the platform.
All right, here's what's interesting. This is what I want to drive home, and the Wall Street Journal kind of missed this. Time spent on app. That was the driving force by San Francisco, by Silicon Valley, is to keep you on the app longer so that they can sell more advertisements. Okay? You can argue that that's bad enough, right? But they want keep you engaged, keep you on the app. Even if it's 10 seconds longer, they can sell more ads, make more money. That's the driving force in San Francisco. And that's what that guy was referring to. That's not what Beijing's up to. That's not why Beijing wants you to spend more time on the app. They're not about selling ads. They want to keep you on the app so they can indoctrinate you more, so they can destroy your life more. What does the Chinese military, why does the Chinese government want a social media app? To help your children? What do you think? I think the Chinese government was like, oh, I think we could make like a little better TikTok for people. I think we can really improve people's social engagement experience. What do you think they're doing? They want to control you. They want to control your kids. And they do. They control what they send your kids. So I'm going to end with this. There's 8 necessary elements to a totalitarian regime. There's 8 necessary elements. I'm going to go through these real quick, and you can determine how many of these boxes we've already checked. Right? First, you need a crisis. Second, you need a mass psychosis. Right? You need something that makes everyone afraid all the time. Like, I don't know, a pandemic? And when you have that, when you have everyone freaking out, then people rush to give the government their freedoms. Third thing you need is hedonism. You need mass immorality. TikTok helps with that. Things like, I don't know, maybe teaching kids that there's no such thing as gender, or they can switch genders every other day. You just shower a culture with pornography, because as long as people are inundated with pleasure, they're not thinking. And that's what TikTok is all about too. They're not, first of all, it has no moral compass. And it's not about teaching your kids to think clearly or properly. The fourth thing of every totalitarian regime is entertainment. In the words of John MacArthur, feed them mindless, accessible, irrelevant, distracting, nonstop entertainment so that kids live in a world of fantasy and emotional stimulation rather than thought. Fifth thing of a totalitarian regime, you need to drug people up. There's never been more people on mind-altering medication in this country than at this very moment. Sixth thing you need is to isolate people. When people are isolated, you can control the narrative. Which leads to number 7, control the narrative, control information, or disinformation, or misinformation. Or the White House spokesperson from just last week, she said, oh, it's not only about the social media companies, it's all about the people creating the content. It's also about the conservative media outlets that are creating the misinformation. That's you. That's you. That's us. That's you. They're coming after you next, controlling the information. And finally, the last aspect of a totalitarian regime, you need to get the people to believe that the collective is more important than the individual. It's not about individual rights. It's about doing your part. It's about saving the world from global warming. It's about LGBTQIA, all group rights, collective rights, more important than individual rights and freedoms, to the point where you can't say that because it hurts the group. It hurts this group, hurts that. We're going to take away your freedom of speech because you just hurt a group. When collective rights are more important than individual rights, it's over. Wow, that was deep and insightful. I want more of that. Like, subscribe, get more.